It's part 2 of my struggle in trying to make this layered paper bag junk journal. This is a design team project for the Digital Collage Club. Welcome, it's Barbara from Vienna, Austria. If you've missed part 1, please go check that link in the description box. You will see how I got here and how difficult it was to get here. So in the meantime, this has dried completely here, so that's good to go. I really like the feeling of it with these kind of soft, thin paper bags. It's really kind of cool. And the sound, of course, is fabulous. I was trying to figure out why I'm struggling so much with this project, beside the fact that I was struggling with putting these together. But I'm still struggling now in decorating it, or the thought of decorating it, because I want to use these beautiful papers from the Digital Collage Club. But what I'm struggling with, I think, is that I don't know how to make it mine. Like, anybody can take these beautiful papers, glue them in a journal, and be done with it. It would be beautiful, but how is this mine? What is my spin on it? What makes it uniquely Barbara style? And I don't know that for this journal. Usually I have a pretty good idea, and this time I just really don't. So that's what's kind of hindering me to move on, but I'm going to just move on anyway and just see what happens, because there's no point in procrastinating. I'm not gonna get anywhere if I don't just do it and see what happens. Maybe in the end, all I will do is to glue these on here, and maybe I'm happy with that. I don't know at this point, seriously. So maybe let's start out with me showing you the papers I will be using. If you haven't heard of the Digital Collage Club yet, it is a membership-based website with thousands of royalty-free digital collage sheets, vintage graphics, scrapbooking, card making, and digital craft supplies. Once you sign up, you get instant access, and all images are created especially for this club. Each week, new images are added, and you can sell whatever craft items you create with these images. You even get cool tutorials like this short one here from Shanuki Art, showing how to sew a bunched thread on paper, and I watched it and it was really great. So you can get either annual or lifetime access, and I have discount codes for the links below in the description box for you. I do want to mention that I receive a commission if you use these links, so you will be helping my small creative business out as well. So thank you in advance if you sign up, or if you have joined the Digital Collage Club in the past using my link. Tina, the owner of the Digital Collage Club, wanted me to mention that in order to use my codes to get your discount, you need to use the link below. Otherwise, it won't work. So please keep that in mind if you are planning on signing up. I think I'm going to stick to these 2 kits. So one here is the Forest Friends Junk Journal Kit, which is absolutely adorable. I don't know what happened when I printed these. It printed one page in full size and the others in half size, because it turned the image around on my paper. I have no idea what happened there, but it happened. So I'm just gonna go with it instead of printing everything again. As you can see here, I have torn all the edges. So I've torn away the white edge, and I have inked these up already. I'll be tearing them either in half, exactly like they're meant to be single journal pages, or I will just actually tear out parts of it, because I have quite a lot of pages here which have just this weird, small, long shape. So I need to cover those somehow. So please keep in mind that usually these are a lot bigger, and these are in no particular order, but how cute are these pages? I'm so in love with this kit. I love foxes, maybe you know that, and my forest friends. I mean, how cute is this? Just check out these beautiful pages. I'm so in love. Tina, you did such an awesome job with this journal kit especially. I would love to have more of these nature-themed ones, please, Tina. Tina always asks me if there's anything in particular that I want. Yes, more nature, please. And the grungier, the better. Neutral colors are always awesome. Like this is so up my alley. There, so that's that kit. Oh, and this page, of course, which is the right size. I didn't ink this one up yet. And then I also didn't print the full kit, but I printed a lot of these papers from the Garden Memories kit, and I will list both of these kits down below. I didn't ink around this. I don't know if I've mentioned it. I've actually worked with this kit before, and this is so far the only one actually that I'm using twice in a project, because again, this is so beautiful. Oh, this one is double actually. I'm just realizing, I don't know what my printer was doing, honestly. How gorgeous are these? I don't know what I did here. Maybe I was just gonna use this one side. I have no idea. Love this one here. Love this especially. Now we have this one. And that's it. I think, as I said, I think there's more pages, but these are the ones I decided to use, maybe. So I think what I'll do is, since I have these printed out in the full size, I will use these on the larger paper bags and this kit on the smaller one. And the cool thing is that they just fit together so beautifully so that you can mix and match. And there's of course so many other nature themed printables in Tina's shop, so I encourage you to check those out, but you know, you got to stop somewhere. So I was thinking about what image I can put here, because basically this is my cover. I'm not going to add any other cover, so this will be the first image we see. So I thought either this one, especially, well, not only because it has the gorgeous foxes here, but also because it says My Forest Friends. In that way, that could just be the title of my journal. I think that would be very cute. The other option is these beautiful deer, or the stag here with his family. That would also look really cute here on the cover, maybe with some collaging underneath. I would really enjoy that as well. Or we also have this beautiful fox in large, and he would also fit here. Again, maybe with some collaging underneath. So I am quite torn. Actually, I think I'll save these for another page. Are these too small? Oh, I think I like that there's a title. Of course, I could tear this title out and put it with this fox. That's another actually very nice option. That would fit. Let's do that. So I will tear around him. And then tear this out. So maybe this is where my style can come in, that I don't use the pages as they are exactly, but to just kind of make them work the way I need them to work, and maybe do some collaging in the back as well. So these have totally different colors, which is completely bothering me right now. So I'm going to add some Distress Oxide on this whiter one and see if I can make them look more similar. Okay, that works much better. I think I want some fabric underneath these two pieces. So either something like this. This is like, I guess, a burlap kind of fabric. And that strip is pretty much perfect in size, in width anyway. Not sure. Or I also have this beautiful one, which I received in a happy mail. I think this is from you, Maureen. Sweetie, I hope I'm right. I'm so sorry. I feel horrible for not remembering, but it's really hard. And I can't keep everything separately, unfortunately. But I think this is from Maureen. And I really like it. I think this one would be really cute, actually. Let's cut this. I think I like this. Yeah, so what I think I'm gonna do first though is I want these to be a little distressed because we're going to see those just peeking out a little bit. And then I'll take my textile glue. And since I don't want any globs underneath the fabric, I'll just spread it with my finger. I'm not sure about this gap here. Okay, I guess I'll leave it for now, but I don't know that I like that. Then I also have these. This was a net from some organic lemons, and I really liked this net material. It's very nice and soft, and I just tore it into pieces. It was a bright yellow, and I used 3 different distress oxides to just dye these in. So I just rubbed some on, I don't know, whatever, parchment paper or whatever, sprayed it with water, and then just dipped these into it and let it dry. That's all I did, and I just think they're absolutely gorgeous. So I'm thinking maybe one of these would look pretty cool here on the cover. I think either this one or more this yellowy brown. Yeah, I think I'll just bunch some up here at his feet to kind of represent some grass that he's sitting in. I don't know. Just want a little more texture here. I think that's okay for a start. Might add something else later. It still seems too plain for me, but let's see what it looks like once we have the other, oops, the other bags here decorated. It will look different again. Just want to be sure. Oh, look, this has closed. That's not good. I'm gonna make sure the pockets are still open. Next, let's think about this one here. I could take these beautiful, what are they? Raspberries or blackberries, and cut them or tear them out and then collage underneath, because I kind of like how they're peeking out behind this here. Okay, so I would like to have this peeking out as much as possible. So something like that. So I have to keep this position in mind. And underneath, I want to try using some of this. This is a very grungy piece of a paper bag that I have salvaged from a paper bag that I made probably 3 years ago. And I just kept this part because this was the part I really loved, and I wanted to recycle this art. And now I'm kind of thinking these colors might be cool here on the cover. I will try it. Oh, but the journey is in the way. Oh, actually, yeah, that's right. I was going to do it like this. So I would cover up the journey. So I obviously need a torn edge. And then I will just tear the rest out. I just saw this is much older. October 2016. Oh my goodness. This is more than 5 years ago. Wow. I'm happy I dated this. I would not have known. So happy I kept this. Love how this yellow, this like orangey yellow is very close to this orangey yellow, and up here again. Hey, we have a triangle. How awesome. And I actually still have the 1016 here, so I'm gonna keep that because I think that's really fun. You can see that it's a piece of recycled art. Yep, I'm just gonna glue that down. Oh, look, this is coming right off. Okay, good actually. Maybe I can put this somewhere else. That's even better. Now I have more wiggle room with this here. Why don't I stick it right here? This way it can stay where it was originally, like it was together with this paper, so they can stay together and be happy forever. And I kind of like that when we open this, that there's another word there. I know I kind of need to do something with that, but I will figure that out later. I just want to take care of these layers now because I want to see what the whole thing is going to look like. Okay, so I guess it is already getting some character, so I really like that. Okay, what do we put here? So here we'll only see this topmost strip there, but of course there needs to be something on the whole thing. So I have this half page, and I really like how dark this is. I think this makes a beautiful contrast here. So what I could do is to just tear a strip off so that we have that really dark part showing. So that means I need to tear right here. That is good. I'm going to ink around it and glue that down. I guess what this is showing me is that, as with most things in life, you just have to start and then the rest will kind of follow. It will become logical once you start, but the hardest part is always starting, and we know that. And that's why I think we procrastinate with a lot of things. I know I certainly do. So you just got to get over that initial bump and then everything will be okay. All right, what do we do with this here? I love this large butterfly, and I think it would look super cute when it peeks out partially there because it draws you in. It makes you want to look what's there. So I love that. Maybe we'll keep it down here, but of course it's not tall enough. So we need to figure out then what to put up here. But this part I think looks awesome. So I will tear this one out. Something with a similar color as this would be great. For example, this one might be really nice. Yeah, let's do that. So let's see what the front looks like now that almost everything is covered. Of course, we still have this here and we have this here, but overall, I think we get a pretty good impression. And of course, I can still add bits and pieces. Maybe it would be fun to add some tabs here. We can still think about that, but I'm liking the direction that this is going. How about this beautiful wolf on this one? Maybe I can find a quote or something then to put there. On the silver one, maybe we can... No, definitely not this one. But maybe this one with the tree. That one might be very nice. Yes, I actually really like that. Love that tree. It's a bit too tall. Yes. Yeah, and that just sticks out a little bit here. So that also, I think, makes you want to turn and look at what's behind there. That's what I love about all these pieces sticking out. It really draws you into the journal. Oh, this is so cool. Okay, at this point I can say I would like to encourage you to try something like this because it is super fun once you get over the initial weirdness of it. Okay, I think these are going to be challenging because these are so narrow. No idea what to do with that. Ooh, having said that, I just see this one here. I'm so happy the bird is outside of the cage. I don't like these images where the bird is in the cage. I feel so sorry for the birds. But this one is cool. He's outside, so it's all good. I could try that. Not sure about this thing here. That might look weird. Let's get over weird. I would be cutting off the bird. Okay, that's not good. We don't want to do that. So that's too wide. How about we just put a strip of this loveliness there? I like that idea. Ooh, that's also a great strip with just the numbers. I like it. Okay, this narrow strip is even going to be more challenging. Or can I just put this here? No, not liking that. Okay, I'll worry about that side later. I know I should be working always on the front and the back, but honestly, I have a feeling like there's more progress when I have at least all the fronts covered. I don't know why. It's the same, but it just makes me feel like I'm getting done quicker. There's so many more to go. This is going to take a while. So maybe what I should do is I should just continue, because you kind of get what I'm doing, to just cover up the bases, and then we'll see where we are and what we still need to do. So I finished covering all the front sides, and I will give you a quick flip through. It took me a lot longer than I thought. This took me in total over 2 hours now. Since I have 14 bags, there are 28 front sides and 28 back sides, and it's a lot. But I like it. I like what I'm seeing here in the front. It has become more puffy, and it is kind of, you see, this is kind of bent like that. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get that straight again, maybe once I have the back sides on, but it's definitely a lot more puffy now, especially because I also have a little bit of fabric in here. But so far, not much is going on here, so it's definitely going to bulk up some more. Okay, so the first bit, of course, you've seen. All of this you have seen, the tree, and I think this is where we stopped, I guess. On this one here, since this page wasn't long enough, or since the printout wasn't long enough, I just attached some coffee dyed paper, a strip here and a strip here, and then centered this printout. On this one here, I attached some of that beautiful fabric that I received in the Happy Mail. Part of this, I don't have that much left of it now. And then as you can see here, I have some of this netting from my lemons. And I just cut out this floral image and glued that on top. So I think that looks quite interesting. Then we have this here. He's so cute. On this one, I again put one of these coffee dyed papers, but it seemed too plain, so I added a little bit of white gesso. Then I added some speckled egg by just smearing some on this piece of acetate, spritzing some water, and then just rubbing it on here. And on top of that, I just added my beloved crackling stamp from Crafty Individuals. I will again link this for you. It's a company in the UK, and I really like that as a background. And again, I added a piece of this here. You can hardly see it because it blends in so well with the background, and then I just tore this piece out, and I really like this Dear Family here. Then I didn't do anything with this. Here I decided to put one sideways because it just fits so perfectly. And we have this, and we have this little rabbit. Then we again have one of the fabric pieces, and again some of this netting underneath, and this stag. And the final page is just this lovely script. Yeah, so that's 28 pages. And now I need to do all the backs. And since it's getting pretty late today, I will continue this tomorrow. And then I'll show you how that looks so that you see the difference to how it looks now. I think now it looks, yeah, half finished, I'd say. The pages still turn very nicely. I'm still super surprised at how easily they bend over. I really didn't expect that. So that's really a pleasant surprise. We'll see how it works once I have some more papers on these back sides. So it's the next day, and I've spent a few hours adding papers to the back sides of the bags. It is definitely a lot puffier now than it was before I added anything, but that's obvious. And of course, there's nothing yet in the actual paper bags, so it is going to get a lot more puffy. So let me just give you a flip through of what I have done. A lot of these are just straightforward tearing out of those 2 paper kits and gluing them on. All of these. On this one, as you can see, I made a bit of a collage. Since this paper was one of the half-size printed ones and it was kind of looking a bit bare underneath, I decided to just make a collage with some paper bits that I had laying around, as well as some wallpaper, and I think that kind of just frames it nicely. I'm so happy this fit in somewhere. I was worried because the circle is so wide that it wouldn't fit anywhere, but I'm so happy to have this here. I used the tree again because I just love this image so much. I used a partial image of that bird cage without the bird. And then I started using some other papers that I had. I felt like I didn't have enough of the right images to cover all the back sides. For example, what I have left over is images like this that I just couldn't really make work to look nicely. So I decided to add some Happy Mail items, and I think this just works perfectly. These are all just straight up the images. This is again from another Happy Mail book page, and I think it's just perfect here. Can I just show you? This here is a butterfly. It looks like 2 leaves. Look how amazingly camouflaged he is. I am so in awe of nature. This is so cool. So these are all just glued in images from those kits. Didn't use any other images. I mean, digital kit wise. I love this cute little hedgehog. Here I used another beautiful page from a Happy Mail. I love this. I'm guessing it's Romanian because I think this is from Dana from Romania. Love it. Love mixing that up in here. This is just a scrap from the things I tore out, but I really love how that looks. Here I added another piece of that same scrap underneath because this wasn't tall enough. Another one of those beautiful butterfly page images. Page of a dictionary which has a picture of a plant. More dictionary pages, all nature, not all, but you see here they're nature themed. And what was really cool was there's even some Egyptian hieroglyphs here. So how perfect for my journal. For those that don't know, my hubby is Egyptian, so that's awesome. See here, it's just a scrap with lines. And on the back here, I wanted to make another nice collage because it is the back side. And I, again, like the fact that this is inviting you into the journal. Even if it's the back side, I want the back side to be just as pretty as the front. So this is just the straight off print. And then we have a collage here on, again, another one of those pieces of that beautiful fabric with some collage pieces underneath this flower. And I really like how that just kind of sticks out. Maybe this one here needs something here as well to pull you in more. So I am not done with this. I do think it needs some more work to make it more uniquely mine, although I already see on some of the pages that it does look more like my style, but you see here a lot of them are still just very much just the image put down. Now again, that's not a bad thing, but I would like to just personalize it a little bit more, or not personalize it, I think that's the wrong word. Make it more uniquely mine, you know what I mean. I don't think I'll be adding anything to the bags themselves because that would take like 10 more episodes. But I'm going to take this into the new year and finish it off, hopefully in the next episode. So if you want to start working on yours in the meantime, check out the names of the digitals linked below and the codes if you want to check out the Digital Collage Club. Maybe this is a good time for a late Christmas present for yourself or a loved one. I've been working with Tina and the Digital Collage Club for years. I'm so enjoying her printables and it's such an amazing value. So I highly recommend you to check out what she has on her website, the kind of printables she has and she offers, and just have fun with them. So thank you so much for this whole year. Thank you if you've stuck by me for a long time. I don't want to get sentimental now, but it is the end of the year. And I so appreciate you and your comments and likes. I have no words. I'm living my dream, doing what I love. I think most of you know that by now. And I am grateful every single day that I wake up and I realize I don't have to go to an office job in which I've had multiple burnouts. So you don't know what this means to me that you're here and you're supporting my channel by just watching my videos. So thank you so much for that. I wish you a happy new year, even though times are so uncertain, but I don't want to go into that. So let's just celebrate life and craft as much as we can. Hope to see you in the next episode. Thank you so much. I really do love you guys. Mwah!